Hi, everybody. Sorry I couldn't join you yesterday. It just turned into a crazy day of travel and just all of that stuff that comes on these long days of flying across the country and everything. There's just no time to really accomplish anything. It is Tuesday, the 17th of January. Tomorrow is our clubhouse, and then after the clubhouse, I will be on Vicki Abelson's show, which I'm excited about. I always love hanging with Vicky. She's just the greatest. Yeah, it really was weird yesterday when we finally got in yesterday afternoon to LAX. I went over to Wally Park and picked my truck up, which I left there for on a short run like this. I'd rather just park down at the cheapo lot at the airport than take a car or park. It costs a fortune to park at the airport, so I do the off stuff, and it's close enough where I love walking from there to the terminal. It's nice to get in a walk before and after a flight, just to get blood circulating again, not just get off the plane and get on a shuttle bus and go sit in the truck or something like that. But the thing that really sucked was I left the airport and I take the 105 freeway east for anybody who's been there. And then I pick up the 110 and drive up to Pasadena from there. Well, I got on it about a half a mile onto the 105. It stopped. And I'm going, oh, God, here we go again, back home. Then as I turned a curve, I could see off in the distance that the freeway, there was nobody on the freeway, but everybody was stopped. And as I finally got to where it was, there was about 8 cars and pickup trucks and stuff completely trashed on there. It was a major, major accident. Cars facing the wrong way. Everything had their airbags out. There were some people laying on the freeways with people attending to them. No emergency vehicles had gotten there yet, so it just happened. But it was a carnage out there on the freeway, and I didn't stop because there was enough people that had stopped and were blocking the road and everything that were out there trying to help. But it really, God, I hope nobody died in this, but it was a terrible, terrible wreck. And after that, then I got home okay and everything. But boy, it's one of those things, the reality of how quickly something can change. All it takes is one person to do one thing, maybe a little squirrely or something, or get a blowout. Anything can happen. And all of a sudden, if you're not keeping distance and keeping cognizant of it, somebody using their cell phone. It's so often you see somebody driving poorly, and as you go by them, you see them sitting there texting. And you just go, why? Why would you jeopardize everybody's life around you and your life for some stupid text? Pull off the freeway and, get back on when you're done. So that's that. That's my wine for the day. I've got a whole pile of book orders over the past week, so I'm going to head over to the warehouse because I only have one book left at the house. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to load up a trunk with them because Lyle said, I could have him at the T-shirt swag counter on the tour. So I'm going to load up a whole bunch of books and take them on the road and see how things go at the gigs. And that's about it. I got a pretty full dance card is pretty full. Boys just finished breakfast and they're doing okay. And then this Saturday, we're doing a showcase for the movie at United Recorders in Hollywood. It's a invitation only thing, but there's a whole bunch of buyers and stuff, I guess, that are coming and people that were involved in the film. So we're going to have a red carpet and a little cocktail hour, I guess, and they're going to show the film, and we'll do a Q&A, and then as if everything is okay with the band, we'll do a kind of a mini set afterwards for the people that are there. So hopefully that'll all go good. I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be great to see Denny Tedesco and all the producers and everybody again. It's been a little while now, and I really miss them. We've been spending a lot of time together, and all of a sudden, things get scattered, and suddenly you go, God, I miss them. I miss them. So today I dug up an old project that I had played on. I can only find one track on YouTube, but it's an album with an artist named Stephen T. I think his last name is Tetsch, Tetsch. And apparently this is the only album he ever recorded. And we did this on Dream Records back in 1978. Let me get you a little info. It's mixed up. Wilton Felder played bass on some of the tracks on here, myself and Mike Piccaro. But I've got, let's see what we got here. It was produced by Kim Fowley, who was a staple in the Hollywood music scene back in those days. He was quite a character, and it was really great. The engineer on this was Tavi Mote, and let me see, the string section on this is James Getzoff, Murray Adler, Marvin Limonick, Paul Schur, Henry Roth, William Karash, Lou Klaas, Janet Lakatos, and Samuel Boghossian. The horn sections, great horn section. Chuck Finley, Steve Madeo, George Bohannon, Don Menza, Ron Starr, and Quitman Dennis. On the track I'm going to play for you now, called These Are My Life and Times, let me make sure that's the one. Yeah, These Are My Life and Times, and it's myself on bass, Hal Blaine on drums, Dan Ferguson and Lee Rittenauer on guitar, Stephen T. on acoustic guitar, Mike Melvoin on piano, Emil Richards on vibes, Mary Hylan on background vocals, and the vocalist on this is Stephen T. So this was, like I said, an album called West Coast Confidential, and this is from back in 1978. So let me go ahead. I don't know what became of Stephen after this, but here we go. These Are My Life and Times.
This cold world
So that period, it's really great. And I always loved when I would get a chance to work with Hal Blaine on drums, because when, like I've talked so many times, when I was in the band Group Therapy and we were making our record in 1967, we weren't allowed to play on our record. It was the Wrecking Crew. So the first drummer I ever really saw in the studio, my first studio experience, was Hal Blaine. And also Mike Melvoin, who's playing on this, was one of the keyboard players on that first album. And a couple of years later, I was working with these guys every day, and it was great. And Mike was always wonderful, and his daughter was half of Wendy and Lisa, who worked with Prince. So these communities are really tight. It's really amazing. But Hal was always such a treat, because not only was he great to play with, just great to hang with. His stories, his history, his vibe, his energy on sessions was always something really special. And I really am so grateful that I got to be in the orbit of that planet, or that he's actually was the star system and those things. We were all circling him. So I'm going to wish everybody a great day. I will be back in the morning tomorrow. I'll make this a little quickie today. And I will be back tomorrow. It's gorgeous out right now, just blue sky with some big puffy clouds. So it's hopefully we'll get some rain again, but it's good for it all now just to be soaking in and letting everything kind of really absorb all of that, rather than having it all be runoff. So I'm going to run to the warehouse now and load my truck up with books, and then come back and work on Lyle. I'm still, deep in that mode, and I'm really excited about the tour, and then we'll be out in the summer again. Russ and I were both talking about that, how much we're looking forward to the summer large band tour again, because it was so much fun with those guys, and Lyle's just a treat to work with. So lots going on, and I will talk to you later then. So have a fabulous day, and I will see you tomorrow. And remember, Clubhouse, and then Vicki Abelson after the Clubhouse. Okay, bye-bye.